Hey, good afternoon, folks. Today we're starting Unit 13, Statistics, and we're going to start with sampling. But first, let's learn some terms. What is statistics? Statistics is the study of the collection of data, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of that data. Who uses statistics? City planners, for one, use statistics when they look at traffic data, when they think about building new roads, where to put new stoplights. Believe it or not, farmers use a lot of statistics when they're looking to consider the data about rainfall, temperatures, and the yield when planting their crops. How to feed their cattle in order to get them to gain weight before they sell them, etc. Inventors and advertisers consider data for the surveys from customers before they invent or sponsor new products. If there's not a big desire for a new shoe design from Nike, then the company's not going to push forward with that design. But they don't know that until they do surveys and studies on what folks are looking for. Things to consider. Can the question be answered with statistics? Can data answer the question? Statistics are needed to solve a question if the subject being investigated has variability. It means you have a variety of data points. If all you're asking is about vanilla ice cream, that's not a lot of data. Like, what's your favorite ice cream? Your only choice is vanilla. You're not getting a lot of data points here. But if you mix it up and give them choices of chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and say butterscotch, now you're going to get a lot of varying answers. Define variability. Variability refers to the extent in which the data points differ from each other. To produce variability, a statistical question is a question that generates a variety of answers. To do this, you have one rule. If a question can produce multiple answers, it's statistical. If a question can only produce one answer, it's not statistical. Now, let's talk about sampling. When we're trying to sample, what we're trying to do is get a collection of data. First off, the population we have to pay attention to is all the members of a defined group we're studying or collecting information on. A sample of the population that is chosen randomly will possess the same characteristics as the population. And this word right here, random, is very important when we're talking about statistics. An accurate sample can be used to predict characteristics of an entire population. What makes an accurate sample that is random? Each person has an equal chance of being selected. And one person's selection has no effect on the chance of another person's selection. So, if we had shoulder partners, you would talk with your shoulder partner, but right now, we'll just do this singularly, and it's fine. So, you want to find out about the favorite subject of students at Boyle County Middle School. Analyze why the following samples might be inaccurate or accurate. Students on their way to the library. Why do you think that would be under the inaccurate title? Again, you want to find out about the favorite subject of students at Boyle County Middle School. It could be inaccurate because those going to the library, one, they're not headed to a specific class, Or two, you may just be hitting a certain group or sample of the student population, only those in the library. What about those folks that are playing basketball in the gym or are in swim class or in history class? What about every 20th person entering the building? Why do you think that would be under the accurate title? This could be under the accurate title because, number one, it is random. Okay? Remember, random. You're selecting every 20th person, no matter what. They're coming into the building. They're not coming from a specific class or going there or anything. So this could be an accurate measurement. How about students coming out of art class? Why would that be inaccurate? Most oftentimes this is inaccurate because art class is an elective type class. So more often than not, kids choose to be there because it's one of their favorite classes. So this could misconstrue the data. Every 20th person leaving the cafeteria, that is under the accurate title because, again, it's random and a good sample of the population. A group of students standing together in the hallway. Why would that not be a good accurate sample? One would think it would be because it's just random students in the hallway. But the reason it's not is because oftentimes when you have a group of students or a group of people and you go to ask them a question, more times than not, students or people are going to pick what their friends pick instead of what maybe they truly desire or believe because they want to stay with the status quo. Plus, students in a group often like the same thing, but it doesn't reflect the students that are not in that group. So, these are some examples of sampling. You can take a quick look at your notes, and then there will be an exit slip. Try the exit slip. If you pass it, proceed with your homework. If you don't, get in touch with us, or we will be in touch with you to go over that exit slip and to get you further down the road.